Hi, you guys. Leanne Holitza here from the Healing Studio. I want to talk a little bit about manifesting in regards to your nervous system. Okay. I was just creating a blog on this because it's been something I've been needing to explore for myself. Now, the law of attraction is great. All of those teachings about manifesting and intention and affirmations, all amazing stuff and definitely should be investigated. But if you've been doing all of that and it still doesn't seem to be clicking, there might be something further to explore. There might be an underlying nervous system protector, open and on, that is keeping you from having what you desire. Sounds crazy, but when you were little, you took in all of the programs about what it meant to belong to the family system you came into, what it meant to be big, small, have lots of things, not have lots of things, joy, sadness, all those things got programmed into you. And if there was anything going on that might have made you perceive that you feeling good or having your desires met meant that you were not okay or you were not lovable or that somebody else was going to be jealous, your nervous system might be turning off your manifestations. It may sabotage you unintentionally. It might be driving your system into saying, oh, you can't have that. And therefore, what your behavior, your mindset, your filters are all based on that injured nervous system rather than that desired manifestation. So, how do you get at that, right? That's a deep down subconscious energy, which, as an energy healer, I'm seeing over and over and have the joy of helping remove the obstacles. But I can't do it all myself. I kind of say I'm like the physician that stitches your finger up. You go home and your skin heals after it gets stitched, right? I just made you potentially more capable of healing yourself, right? Well, that's exactly what energy healing work does for this kind of work. But here's the thing I want to just throw out to you guys, that you can do this work as your own energy healer, as your own energy center of awareness, okay? Now, I'm going to give you, because I want to keep this brief so you guys are not necessarily, having to take hours and hours to work on this, but I'm just going to give you a couple things to just try and reflect on, okay? So when you imagine having what you deserve or what you desire, maybe it's financial ease, love, the visibility, the partner you wish for. What does your body say about having that thing? Does it open or does it contract? And ask yourself, if I knew for sure I was going to be able to have this thing, what does my body feel like? And if I knew for sure I wasn't going to be able to have this thing I desire, what does my body feel like? Now, you might need to be honest with yourself. You might actually be able to ease into not having your desire than having your desire. And there's information there, okay? Digging deeper, what have you quietly dismantled in your life because you found that it couldn't work with your nervous system? Maybe it was a good job you really liked, but then you sabotaged it. Maybe it's a relationship. What did you feel? Maybe you got imposter syndrome in a job or in a relationship. Just feel into what your nervous system did with something that was arriving, that was what you wanted. Now, you can dig deep on what you know about your family, your culture, your early relationships. What were people doing with themselves and you about having enough or having too much or too little? What lessons were going on there? Another place to explore. How safe were you to receive back then? And was it conditional? Did you have to do certain things to receive? Act as if you're your own self-compassionate witness, okay? Don't give yourself judgment about this. Don't tell yourself you should change. Instead, say, I get you. Thanks for keeping me safe. And now that I know that you've been trying to keep me safe, let's do this together. Let's manifest our desires and help my nervous system feel safe doing so. Let's stretch our havingness and our ability to receive while feeling safety and honoring the nervous system. All right, one thing to do with me right now. I want you to hold your hand on your heart. Drop down in there with a couple deep breaths. Acknowledge your nervous system. Acknowledge a golden bubble, arm's length around you in all directions, behind you, below your feet, in front of you, above your head, to the left and the right. Tell your nervous system, I've got you. Let's work on it. Let's keep you safe while manifesting all the things that we desire to do together. All right, you guys. I hope this helps. Go be amazing. I am using the Friendly Fish deck today. It was given to me by a client who really likes fish. If you are so inclined, you probably could go find the lyrics from the fish band that match up with your card. But I'm just going to interpret with your guides today. Okay? All right. So here is your first card if you are watching live or if you're watching later. Just tune in. 1, 2, 3. Which number is yours? If you picked 1, you're working on the show of life, okay? I'd like to take the time to thank you all. All right, so this is very much just kind of, I'm hearing from the guides about being willing to take center stage, willing to be the main character of your life, giving yourself a chance to say, I really enjoy being, in my life with all of these people who appreciate my gifts, okay? If you pick 2, you got to take a break this week, okay? Have a cup of coffee and catch your breath. Relax, okay? It's sometimes only time to just settle, okay? And if you don't take a break, you know how it goes. The universe will take it for you. So, all right, if you picked 3, you're in the struggle. We move through stormy weather, okay? So the stormy weather is very much just kind of it's just a forecast, okay? Your week's going to be stormy. There's going to be a struggle. You're going to have, trouble with whatever. Just kind of move through it knowing that, you have the resources and the resilience, okay?